welcome to Wrexham. Wrexham have shot to fame over the last few months when Reynolds and Rob McElhenney bought this amazing old football club. They were formed in 1864, which means they were formed at the same time the American Civil War is raging. They are the 5th oldest football club in the world and the 3rd oldest professional football club in the world. Let's go and check out Wrexham and see how this incredible takeover has affected this old club. Yes, I'm going to take you down to the Racecourse Ground, the home of Wrexham, very shortly, but I can't take you to Wrexham and do a football video in Wrexham without taking you to the Wednesday Arms Hotel first. And why am I bringing you here? That plaque right there, look what it says. The Football Association of Wales was founded at the Wednesday Arms Hotel, Wrexham, in February 1876. So 12 years after Wrexham Football Club were formed, the Welsh FA were formed. That goes to show how old Wrexham are as a club. So even though there's Cardiff and Swansea obviously won the League Cup, was it 2011 with Meet You? Cardiff and Swansea are obviously the two sort of big teams that play in Wales. There's Newport as well, but they play in the English League system. Cardiff, Swansea, Newport, Wrexham as well. And you'd probably think of Cardiff and Swansea as being the big two, which they are, but remember that Welsh football was formed here in the north of Wales, in Wrexham, not the south where the majority of the people live. I've brought you into Wrexham Museum and just check this out. Look, so 19 Neanderthal teeth, the oldest human remains found in Wales from 223,000 BC were found here. So Wrexham is an old place. But look, there was even a man found buried from around 2000 BC, along with his beaker and flint knife on a high ground. So there was settlements here from the Bronze Age, I believe that is. Yeah, here we go, look, Bronze Age. And I could tell you about Brimbo Man, which is the name of Wrexham's oldest inhabitant from thousands and thousands of years ago, but one of the main reasons I wanted to come to Wrexham Museum was they currently have shirt stories, a shirt by shirt history of Welsh football. Wow, this is a bit of me. Obviously everything is in Welsh first and English second. Wales's national team men play their first international match against Scotland. I think they played that game at the West of Scotland Cricket Ground, which is where we've been before. That was in 1876, and look at what their shirt looked like. In 1888, early matches against England see Wales wear a red sash across their white shirts to avoid a colour clash with England. Wales finally decided on red shirts, I guess because they were playing England quite regularly. 1902, they wouldn't have had like the World Cup like we have today, where Wales soon enough will be playing Iran, USA and England. They would have probably have to have had something different to what England wore. Obviously Scotland were blue back then, they'd have played them a lot. Here Wales wear an alternative yellow shirt with green trim for the first time in an international in Portugal. That was in 1949. Here we go, I mentioned these 4 clubs on the way here. Look, we have an old Cardiff shirt, Swansea, Newport and Wrexham, 4 clubs who are from Wales but play in England. What about, obviously, who do we have in Scotland? We've got Berwick, who are from England but play in Scotland. We've got TNS, who are technically in England but play in Wales. We've got Derry as well. We've covered Derry before, who are in Northern Ireland but play in the Irish League. But look at these 4 clubs defying borders and playing in England. Quite funny, isn't it, really, how something that is so significant to Welsh football is a pub that I took you to earlier on. But there's another pub that's really significant to the Wrexham story as well. Very Welsh, isn't it, to have 2 pubs sort of key parts of this story. So yeah, the museum was really good. If you're in Wrexham or around the area, come and check out that shirts exhibit before they might change it, I'm not sure. But yes, time to head to the second most significant pub of this video. Here we go, look, there is the Racecourse Ground, home of Wrexham. This is the Turf, the pub that is right next door. It was for a long time one of the only pubs or the only pub within the grounds of a stadium, I do believe. But look at that, it was on this site at the then Turf Tavern that Wrexham Football Club was formed on the 4th of October 1864, when the Denbighshire Cricket Club secretary, Mr. Edward Manor, stated, "There is one thing, gentlemen, I wish to name, the great want of amusement in this town in winter time. It is my intention to purchase a football club in the course of this week, and I shall expect a good many down to the field next Saturday. Wrexham Football Club played its first ever match on the Racecourse Ground on the 27th of October 1864 against the Prince of Wales Fire Brigade. Don't you worry, I will be taking you inside one of the most historic football related pubs within the UK just in a second. I'm running out of time today. It's a Friday and it's almost 4 o'clock, so I'm going to try my best to see if I can get inside the stadium. And to Wrexham, please, I have emailed. I would love to come back and do a video if I don't get in today. I'd love to interview someone from the club, maybe come and see a game. So yeah, if there is anyone from Wrexham watching, please get in contact. I've emailed a couple of times. I know you guys are busy, so yeah, it would be fantastic if I can come in and make a proper video, but I'm going to try my best to get in just now, as I've done on so many occasions on this channel now. Did a video in Rotterdam where I couldn't get inside the Castle Stadium at Sparta Rotterdam. I did the video, or I visited Excelsior as well, did a bit of ground hopping, gave a little plea like I just did to Wrexham there, and then they contacted me to say I could come back whenever I was back in the Netherlands. So next time I go, I'm going to do that. But yeah, Wrexham, please. Alan, lovely to meet you. I'm Sam.
Yes, Sam.
Thank you for just stopping to chat. How would you say the takeover has affected Wrexham as a football club and the town as well?
Well, it's put Wrexham on the map. It's been great for the club. Invested a lot of money and time and effort. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
To know that we're seen all over the world and we're getting to know all over the world. It's brilliant.
And so how long have you been a Wrexham supporter then?
A long time, many years.
And how has life been as a Wrexham supporter for you? You've obviously been up and down the divisions a little bit.
Yes, it's been up and down. I can remember we used to be in the first division in the 60s, and you know, it was good times then, but down a little bit over the last few years, but now we're coming and it's looking very good. Looking good, looking promising. And can you see Wrexham ever reaching the Premier League like Ryan Reynolds has actually alluded to in the past? That would be fantastic, but it's a long way away. Yes, we'd have to see. Perfect. Well, all the best to you. Good luck to yourself and to Wrexham as well. I did just chance my arm there in the club shop, but they weren't able to accommodate me today. They were quite busy in the club shop and there's a lot of renovations going on outside, so I understand why, just turning up on the fly like this. But again, I have emailed, so please, Wrexham, I would love to come back and chat to somebody from the club. But yeah, how interesting was it to chat to Alan Jones? What a Welsh name. You couldn't have even made that up. But yeah, really interesting to chat to him. Been a Wrexham fan for a very long time, and he said it's put Wrexham on the map, and I suppose it has. They've got TikTok as their sponsor now, and all their Disney Plus series that has gone along with the takeover and stuff. It's amazing to see the things that are happening to non-league clubs. Look at #United, look at Open Goal Broomhill up in Scotland, look at Wrexham here. It's fantastic to see how the modern world, through either YouTube with the Open Goal guys and #United, or whether it's Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney making such a wave with Wrexham, making a huge splash and creating the documentary and stuff. It's amazing to see how the modern world is really helping to advance non-league football. But yes, let's go round to the pub where Wrexham were formed. On the left, Ryan Reynolds.
That's Ryan Reynolds, that's that cool.
Yeah. Rob McElhenney. Oh wow, so they've signed it as well. Amazing, yeah, cool. And you. And so you created all the murals and stuff, right? How long did it take you to paint them all?
I've been doing it for about...
Oh, it looks amazing. Wow, and the Deadpool one up there is unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, go and bang one in. There it is, that's the original.
Right, so that veranda...
That was the original veranda. And that used to look over all the ground.
So this modern stand here wasn't here before?
Oh my God, no.
And you could sit on that veranda there and watch the games?
Look at the game, yeah.
How times have changed, eh?
Yeah, and you can go in the pub and walk around there and see it as well from there.
And so what would you say were your best memories from sitting on that veranda and watching the game?
I didn't sit up there. It was only specialised people that went up there.
Right, okay, the VIPs.
I was sitting in there.
Yeah.
I was in a young lad then, days.
Yeah.
I was 17, 16, 15, whatever it was.
And so what does the pub then mean to you as a fan and the rest of the Wrexham fans?
Oh,
it must mean a lot, right?
It's part of Wrexham now, man. Part of Wrexham now. And the thing is, I mean, what I say about Wayne now, Wayne is
the landlord.
Is the same people you see. He hasn't altered. Nobody's altered.
Yep.
Everything's good. And you could go in there. I was saying this about Reynolds, Rob McElhenney. If they came into the pub now, they'd have no hassle.
Of course.
They'd just have a pint with us and we'd be alright.
Yeah.
Honestly, no hassle, Tom. No. And let's say Wayne's put that up over there, which is the extra bar and stuff like that. But he's got his sort.
There's an extra bar around there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got sort.
Wayne's on the ball.
And then they have the Declan Swans, who's the group. They sing over there.
Yeah.
So they're getting quite famous. But the Butty Vans are probably the famous.
More famous than the pub. That has got to be the most friendly and welcoming pub that I have ever been to. I'm going to see you in a few days. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Wrexham and wrap up this video. It's a few days since you last saw me and I've got my hotel slippers here. I'm about to go down the sauna and the pool and the gym and that for a bit of a workout. It is Sunday now. I was at TNS yesterday, my first ever game in the Welsh Football Pyramid. I really enjoyed it and I'm loving filming all the Welsh content right now. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this hotel. It isn't, I'm not getting paid to say this, I'm not staying here for free, I just booked it myself. Would recommend it to you. Had some phenomenal breakfasts here and been in the gym and stuff, as I'll have just shown you now with a few of these clips that are currently on screen. So yeah, if you're going to come and watch Wrexham or TNS or whatever, then I'd give this place a go. Before we just look at the league history of Wrexham, which I'll show you in just a second, I know that some of the pronunciations in this video haven't been great. Was it Rob McElhenney? Really struggled with that one today. Sorry Rob if you're watching, which you're definitely not. I can't imagine you'd watch old humble little footy adventures here. But yeah, I know some of the pronunciation's been bad. Just wait until I actually go around Wales and cover teams like Cefn Druids, I think they are, which I'm seeing soon. So yeah, I think it's going to get a lot worse, the pronunciation. But just check this out. This is the league history of Wrexham over time. Look, they came into the league system in 1921. They initially played sort of friendly competitions and cup competitions before they joined the combination in 1890. They spent 13 years there, then went to the Welsh Senior Leagues and the Birmingham and District Leagues, but eventually they would become inaugural members of the 3rd Division in 1921. So despite being so old and older than almost every single Football League team, they didn't come into the Football League until 1921. Look, and as you can see, they just stayed in the 3rd Division. They never came up to the 2nd Division pre-World War II. After World War II, 3rd Division, till they were in the 4th Division in the late 50s, early 60s, and then they bounced around a little bit till they reached the 2nd tier. But then look, if you fast forward through the 4th tier, the 3rd tier, up to the more modern time, look at that, they even reached the 5th tier, the darker segment there down in the bottom right hand side, where they've been ever since. They've mounted a few playoff pushes in the past, but haven't yet reached the Football League again. But I feel like they deserve to be in the Football League. They are the Welsh Cup record winners, a record of 23 times. They don't really play in the Welsh Cup anymore. That is more for your TNSs and your Connors Quay Nomads, of course. But yeah, Wrexham are the most times winners of the Welsh Cup. They've won the Football League trophy and the FA trophy. They won both of these at the Millennium Stadium and Wembley Stadium. So they've won trophies at the Millennium Stadium and Wembley Stadium. I'm sure there's not a huge amount of teams that can say that. Maybe some of the bigger ones, yes, like Liverpool, but also Wrexham as well. There you go. They have a good European heritage as well. I will show you some of their European results on screen right now too. And because of their time playing in the Welsh Cup but in the English leagues, they were playing in the Cup Winners' Cup. So look at that, 1972 to 73. Look, they got to the 2nd round of the Cup Winners' Cup. They won the Welsh Cup that year. But if I go back to the chart, so they were 3rd tier then. I've looked at their league finish that year. They were 3rd tier in England, yet they won the Welsh Cup. So they played in Europe. They played Man United, they've played Porto, they've played Anderlecht, Roma. They've played some really big teams, have Wrexham, and they have a phenomenal history. But yeah, how funny is that? They were like third tier, fourth tier, second tier English side in the league, but winning the Welsh Cup and qualifying for Europe. It doesn't really happen anymore, sadly, but it is a funny little technicality that they have there. I hope you've enjoyed this Wrexham video. Obviously, I've not been inside Wrexham yet, but I actually quite like that I haven't. I've done loads of videos at loads of different clubs where sometimes I don't get in, sometimes I do, sometimes it's a game. So, Wrexham fans, I will be back. Obviously, you're having a phenomenal season this season, so I want to see you play. And again, if there's anyone from Wrexham watching, hopefully Rob McElhenney isn't watching, because I've pronounced his name wrong so many times in this video. Well, at least I think I have. But Ryan Reynolds, I've nailed that one. A massive thank you for watching. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you know. Got more Welsh videos coming. TNS yesterday, Wrexham today, and Kef and Druids coming up, and more. So yeah, drop your Welsh teams in the comment section below. I'm off to the gym and the sauna to relax on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.